What are you doing sitting down?
Hey, what's going on? Eric Cortina here, Texas Barndominiums. So I'm back at Barndo 149 today. I showed you a little bit of it about a week ago. As you guys know, last week we were over in at Barndo 163. So we're wrapping this place up so we can hand it over to the customers. There was a small mistake that was made in the pantry. The framers framed it wrong, and we didn't pick it up until after we had stained the floors. So once we moved the framing, there's a spot in the pantry that did not get stained. So what we're gonna do, we talked to the customer and we're gonna put a epoxy floor inside the pantry so that we can cover over the place that did not get stained, because to go back and stain that spot, it's almost impossible to get it to match and look good. So anyway, we're gonna put some epoxy on there. There's also a small man cave that we're gonna seal the floors, and you know, the well guys are putting in the RO system in the kitchen. We're cleaning up all the floors and everything. We're gonna wax everything. So after today, it should be ready for them to move in. So let's go take a look at that pantry, see what we're gonna do over there. All right, so we're gonna use Epoxy 400 from ATF. That's the part A, part B. And then we're going to use, this is clear, so we're going to use a color pack. This is a 1/8 gallon, so this is a 1:8 mix ratio. So we're going to use, right now I'd rather have too much, so I'm going to make 16 ounces of A, 2 ounces of the color pack, and then these are 2-to-1. So this, I'm going to do 16, 8, and 2. So I'm going to do the color pack first, just because I already have it, and I've been shaking these already. So okay, so we have the epoxy mixed and the pantry's ready. We have it all taped off, all the edges and the front where I'm going to stop. I'm going to use a roller with a 3/8 snap, non-shed, very important, non-shed roller. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to dump that epoxy straight onto the floor. Then I'm going to use a brush to spread it. Just going to use a cheap brush to spread, make sure I get the edges nice and good. And then I'm just going to roll it to make it even. And that's all there is to it. I went ahead and spread it all out with a brush. And now I'm just going to go over it with a roller one time just to make it even. Okay, so that's all there is to it. After a little while, when it sets up, I'm going to come in, I'm going to pull this tape off. And if I do it now, it's going to want to flow out, so don't do it too soon. Another thing, Epoxy 400 is self-leveling, so at this point, just leave it alone. If you try to mess with it too much and try to fix some of these imperfections, all you're going to do is mess it up. So leave it alone, let it dry up. If it develops any bubbles or anything, we'll sand it down, we'll give it one more coat. So anyway, just walk away. All right, so we got some water, clean water from the well. And we're gonna use NutriClean. So we put about 3/4 of a gallon of NutriClean in here. And then we're going to use a black pad on the buffing machine. We're going to throw this water out on the ground, and we're going to pick it up with the vacuum cleaner right here. So we're going to do that. Once we do that, we're going to mop it with clean water. We're going to wait for it to dry, and then we're going to put our clear coat on. We already buffed it with a 60 grit sandpaper. We gave it 2 passes with that, so it's already profiled. So we got a little issue here. We're about to clean the floors, and there's some footprints right there.
Yours. Size 9.5.
Right there. So if we put clear coat on here, all that's going to do is show those footprints more. So We're gonna call the customer. Hopefully we can just put some epoxy on here or something so we can cover the floor completely. I mean, this is a utility room, man cave, whatever. If it was stained concrete, I could cover those up. But clear, nope, no way. So anyway, we're on standby. Maybe these boys can go back to the lake and have some fun over there. Anyway, well, we're gonna wait for a little while. I think we're gonna clean it up anyway, because we gotta clean it up regardless. So. All right, we're gonna clean it. Let's do that, boys. All right, so we're back. Today is day 2. So that's the epoxy we did yesterday. You can see there's some slight imperfections in there, and that's just because of the way the concrete absorbs the epoxy. So I'm gonna go with the second coat on here. As you can see, we got it taped off. Do the second coat, and that should take care of it. If we have to, we can do a third coat, but 2 should do it. Okay, so we just gave it the second coat. You can see it's a lot more, the color's a lot more uniform now. So we're gonna wait about an hour or so. Then we're gonna peel the tape. You don't wanna wait too long or the tape's gonna get trapped by the epoxy. So we'll give it about an hour. Just wait for it to set up enough. We'll pull the tape and just let it cure. Should be good. It's nice and consistent now. So as you guys can see, this Barndo's almost ready for the customers to move in. Cleaning crew's gonna be here in a couple days. They're gonna clean it all up, and then the customer gets to move in. We have running water, appliances work, everything's working. The AC works great, trust me, because it's 100 degrees outside. Thanks for joining us. We are Texas Barndominiums.